Good day, and thanks for joining us. Today, we're highlighting one of the leaders helping shape the future of education in our community. Serving on the Board of Trustees is no small task. Trustees help guide the mission, budget, and long-term vision of our local community colleges, institutions that open doors for thousands of students every year. Today, we're pleased to introduce Chad Carroll, who has been elected this past year into the JCCC Board of Trustees. With over 14 years of experience in the financial and banking industries, Trustee Carroll brings a strong commitment to student success, workforce development, and expanding educational opportunities. From his associate's degree at Longview Community College in Missouri to his own eldest starting at JCCC, he is helping ensure the college remains a vital resource for the entire region. We had the chance to sit down with Trustee Carroll to talk about their vision for the college, the challenges ahead, and the opportunities they see for students of all ages. So for students that don't know, what is the Board of Trustees and what do you guys do?
Great question. So the Board of Trustees is made up of 7 members. We are elected countywide, and we are the policymaking governing board. So we set the local tax levy, we adopt recommended policies, as well as set the annual budget.
Okay, wonderful. What drew you to JCCC?
Just being a community college graduate, I understand the importance that JCCC has in our community, and not just Overland Park or the county, but the entire region. It's important that we are able to give as many people as possible equitable access and give a place where everyone feels like they belong. And then being able to have students, no matter what age, because I say a student can be anyone from 16 to 90, that opportunity to go back, to learn a new skill, to change careers, or to just better themselves.
Wonderful. I know you kind of answered it, but what are your main goals here at JCCC?
Great question. I would say my main goals are ensuring that we're offering great opportunities for our students for not only now, but for the future, as well as being fiscally responsible and ensuring that we're setting, the tuition rate, the local tax levy, somewhere that is reasonable, and ensuring that we are taking on the mission of the college to strengthen, students and our communities through education.
Awesome. What do you hope students get out of JCCC?
Everything. So I know for me, I hope they receive that full college experience. Just walking in, I've seen people play volleyball, video games, all those different things, and I want students to understand that you can have that same college experience here at JCCC that you can have at a 4-year institution. So I want people to get engaged, get involved. There's numerous clubs, and hopefully you find where you belong.
What was your community college experience like?
It was a little different. Longview Community College is, part of a system, and so it's not as vast as JCCC, but it was amazing. There were some people I knew from high school, some friends that I met along the way, and I was able to get involved and really feel like I was, making that leap into adulthood.
Awesome. What do you want students to know about you?
About me, I am very approachable. I'm always on the campus, so if you see me just walking by, normally in a jacket, stop me, and you can always reach out to me. I think that's the biggest thing with the entirety of the board. We're very accessible, and some students may not know who we are or that we exist, and that we're solely here to ensure that their experience is great. So with the future of JCCC, we're very much focused, on our capital improvements plan, and we're going to break ground here soon, either later this year or next year, on our new health services building. And I believe that us, expanding into that space even more will bring about more opportunity to students. We have to stay ahead of artificial intelligence or AI. And I believe the college is doing a great job collaborating with everyone, right? Collaborating with students, professors, and outside stakeholders to really understand how can we utilize it responsibly and ethically. My connections to the county, so I've been in Olathe, Kansas since 2013. I have worked with different organizations such as Prep KC. I attended the Johnson County Academy, and I've also worked with KC Scholars as a scholarship reviewer. So I'm pretty much embedded in the county, ensuring that I'm doing my part to volunteer to make the county better.
What made you want to be so involved?
I think what drew me to it, because initially I sat there as an adult and I had capacity to give back, and I wanted to, see where I could give back or where I would be utilized most effectively. And that drew me to Prep KC and Kansas City Scholars because it was around education and helping people obtain education. And I believe that education does give you access. I know in an ever-changing world, everyone has opinions on education, but I believe at its core, it does help us succeed in life, become better people, and become better community members.
Is there somebody specific that inspired you to help?
Ooh. Well, my wife inspires me all the time, and my children for sure. I would say there's numerous people I've met along the way who have been countless community servants for decades, and it really inspires me to keep going even when my schedule is jam-packed or I may not feel like I'm making that large of an impact. I just want to keep showing up every single day because there's so many people before me that have done the good work, and I want to continue that good work.
This was Sammie Magee reporting for the JCCC Messenger.